There is a plague endemic within the Australian Labor Party where they think going to a few curated gatherings and contracting advice from real estate consultancy firms counts as working heavily with communities.
Working hard or hardly working, eh, Mac?
You will not find a single, and I literally mean a single piece of academic work which justifies Victorian Labor's privatisation of public housing. In fact, out of the 800 pieces of academic work in the field, there were, quote, no empirical findings which support the implementation of social mix policies. And that was as of 2019. We have way more papers in peer-reviewed journals continually saying the exact same thing, that the government's policy has no basis other than in real estate feasibility and commercial interests. Social mix is deployed in a misleading way which conceals privatisation. We knew this since 2013 when the Kensington pilot project failed so abysmally that the subsequent inquiry stated that it should not be reproduced. But no, instead of consulting and working with these experts, conducting longitudinal research, the Victorian Labor Party has decided to work with Cushman Wakeman, a Donald Trump-aligned real estate advisory group. Really just a great bunch of people. Hey, a bunch of superannuation executives and a bunch of coked-up real estate agents held in contempt of court. Really the company I go to for advice on public housing. Last thing, unlike you and a bunch of these party hacks, I have been to these towers, and unlike you, I've gone and documented the decades of neglect both respective Liberal and Labor governments are responsible for since the late 1980s. Literally the opening shot, the first few seconds of the pinned video on my YouTube channel has me standing in front of the Northcote estate, and then the subsequent next section is about specifically how governments have left these towers in a state of disrepair. It's the classic Thatcherite justification for privatisation, to fund and neglect public services until they're on the brink of death, and then use dereliction as an excuse to give your mates in the private sector a blank check. And every single Labor member that isn't in the Labor for Housing caucus is falling for it hook, line and sinker.